Oh, hi. So the other link I published, there's link in the script. The other video I published, there's a link in the description for a video on my other channel, Peter Greenbaum, my third channel. Check it out. Anyway, I just want to say in this video, I just want to say I think why it does make sense like to judge people based on like single events. Like for example, just saying Benatar is a piece of shit and Andreas is a piece of shit based on virtually like one event, one thing. Because like for example, I got a good example from chess. There was this piece of shit once who it happens very rarely in chess, but there was this idiot who tried to cheat against me once. I'll not go into details, not really relevant, but uh, it was really like a really nasty way to cheat. And uh, did you think that? I mean, I just don't see how can like such a person be. Such a person is just going to be an asshole on all levels, right? It's like the catch and the rye, Holden Caulfield. There's so much wisdom in that book, right? It's like he says like he he says like a guy who goes around like snapping people and with a towel. That guy is just gonna be an asshole the rest of his life. And he wouldn't visit him for all the money in the world, even if he was desperate. You know. Uh, so I'm not giving any credence to the piece of shit Andreas, but it was just it seemed like his counter argument was that I don't know him. But that's complete bullshit. That's like saying, well, yeah, I don't know that guy who cheated against me in chess, but actually I'm not really aware of the result of the game, by the way, because it was a blitz game, and in the confusion, I'm not sure how the game was decided, but objectively, I won the game because because of his behavior. I won. He was objectively that would be just a lost game for him. So I'm just saying. Uh, of course, you can judge people on one thing, and it's pretty ludicrous. It's also like, this whole Karate Kid thing. That was like my life, like I thought it was a joke, Karate Kid, but this kind of like Cobra Kai, I actually like trying to re-enter the martial arts environment in plus 40, just after my 40th. Just in the beginning of my 40s, that I was like these guys were like on the mental level of Cobra Kai, from Karate Kid, and Uh, it's just you know, of course you can like objectively evaluate disgusting behavior, and yeah. By the way, just another thing, I had really like in the most amazing dream. Like I was like. I just woke up with the title of a Commodore 64 game in my head, like that I just hadn't thought about for many years. It's called Bagitman, and then I like Googled it, and I mean I YouTubed it, and it turned out to be correct, and there was a video with it. So I was just I mean I was just like. I didn't think about that for a long time. I didn't think about that title. Strange, it just appeared in my dream. Like, also, there was a handheld device that I forgot about, which was like a very interesting horror game that had like the Mummy and the Frankenstein and Dracula in it. Uh, it's called Beep Beep in Danish. These handheld arcade game consoles. Retro where they like only had one game, like in the 80s and 90s, or at least in the 80s they would often just be one game. And there was this horror game also I hadn't thought about for a long time. Yeah, anyway, yeah, all right, so that's it. So uh, I was just what I was just saying here. I think it makes perfect sense to to cut communication with a person who who shows his worst side because and his bad side because that's probably the real him, or the real her that they're showing there. Uh, if you know what I mean.